Hey, it's ScoutAndy, and thank you for joining me in another video. It's been a tad bit, so I didn't want to make a video unless I had something to tell you guys. So in this video, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what we've done on the Porsche. We were tinkering with it, we were trying all these different things, because in the last video, we turned it, and it was just like, it just didn't want to start for some reason, so we were like replacing and doing all these different things, giving it new parts, taking away new parts, putting back the old ones. We just couldn't find out what to do. We were scratching our heads, and we were like, you know what? Let's just go back to the drawing board. So we literally went back to the drawing board. So over the summer, I went to police and fire camp, and there they taught us about the fire triangle and tells you the basic things about what you need for fire. We went over here and we were like, okay, so does the car have O2? Does it have enough compression? Yes. It does. That's compression. There's air everywhere. Does it have an ignition source? Yes, it does. Check. Does it have fuel? Yes, it did, because we changed the fuel pump and there was fuel in the fuel rail. So, check. Now, last video, for some reason, the car did not want to start. It just kept on just made nothing. So we went back to the drawing board and double checked it. Does it have oxygen? Yes, it has compression. We checked that. There's air everywhere. Does it have an ignition source? Yes, it did. We have a spark tester and it lit up. It has an ignition source. Does it have fuel? We checked the fuel rail and it was dry. Like, I don't know where the fuel went, but it's not there. So we were like, where did the fuel go? Now we just gotta see if our theory is right.
There we go. Go. Make sure the wires are in the little holes that they need to be. Get it?
It's stuck.
That's right. Seems like you got it. Alright, look at that. It's gonna take some wiggling and stuff. Move that little bracket back, the silver bracket. Yeah, there you go, that's right. Almost. Yep, keep wiggling it until you don't see it hold anymore. Alright, is a little bracket in the way again? Silver bracket?
I think it's as far as it goes.
It might be.
Right.
Move on to the other one. Okay. Yep. Make sure it's lined up real good. All right. We got new distributor cap, new rotor, new plug wires. That's all done, right? And then our Lindsay racing harness. Yeah, buddy.
We were thinking it had to be something to do with the fuel rail, because we were having fuel but no spark. But now we have spark with no fuel. So we were like, well, we went back to the basics and we were like, well, we have oxygen, we have compression, we have an ignition source, but where'd our fuel go? It has to be something simple, because we've done all the complicated things, we've done all these different things, and it's not the fuel pump. We replaced that. Everything was going well, just somehow, for some reason, the fuel just didn't want to come up to the engine. And we were like, it has to be something simple, because we replaced all the complicated things. And then we were like, hold on a minute. When we bought the new battery, the cable that came with it didn't have the same thing that the other cable had. So I was like, what if? So I kind of rigged up some things right here with a zip tie, and I was like, there, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we have a I guess we have what a phoenix is at the end of its life, a fire. The first thing we hear is the fuel pump. So we have compression, we have fuel, we have an ignition source. We fixed virtually everything we could. So we're thinking there's no reason whatsoever this car should not just go. So, will the phoenix rise?
Are you turning it?
I'm turning it, yeah. Yeah, like, there's not even like a sound, like the dashboard, Wait, did we turn it? Did you turn on the battery? Did you hook up the battery? That may be a problem.
It might not start with the battery.
That, I'm telling you, it's always the little issues. Jeez.
Really quietly.
And you can't hear the horn either, because it's not on.
It was funny because you put the key in and I expected the chime to go off, and I was kind of wondering why the chime wasn't going.
Alright,
let's hook the battery up.
Yeah. Okay, time for the moment of truth. Oh my god!
Listen to it running!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Finally!
Oh my god.
Super excited it started, and it sounded actually really good for not starting for 10 years. Really good. I am super excited about this. Like, it is a huge step for this car. Now, this isn't going to be the last you see of this car. We aren't gonna drive it just yet. It wouldn't be wise, because we gotta change the coolant and we gotta change the oil, because it hasn't had an oil change in 10 years. It hasn't had coolant in 10 years, and I don't want this engine to end up molding together and we would have to just scrap the entire car. That would suck. But hopefully next video we'll be able to get it out of this garage and go tell it to get a job with its own power. But thank you guys so much for supporting me throughout these videos. It means a lot to me. Can't believe there's 100 of you guys. But until next time, happy scouting. So it ended up being something super simple. Ah, jeez, man. Ended up being.
What you're gonna say?
I thought that you were gonna I thought you paused it, to be honest. I was like, oh no.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Okay.
It's hot. Well, it definitely, I'm really, really excited that it started. And thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Anytime you smile, I smile. Anytime you laugh, I laugh. Oh no. It was such a good take.
Yep, we were on a roll.
Oh.
All right.